Hey everybody, this is Herschel from High School Top 200, and this head-to-head battle is brought to you by Fine Line Barbers in Hamilton. Go to my boy Vinny at Fine Line Barbers, Alexander Street in the middle of Hamilton, and get hooked up. Sit down and say HS Top 200, and you can get a discount off your haircut. This battle is a second five position battle against Kahurangi Morehu versus from Mags, and he's versus Logan Stirling. And just like with Paulie Roach, who plays second five, but I think he's better at first five. Kahurangi usually comes off the bench, but I still think he is a good match at second five, and he works well with Caleb Clark, who we'll be talking about later as well, and with Paulie Roach as well. So I got Kahurangi Morehu as well at second five because I think it's a better fit. And so I think this battle is going to be is probably going to be one of the closest out of all of them. Logan's a very good defender, very aggressive, very upfront, and he's very precise in the way that he does things, and that's also with hitting the line and bending the line, as well as distributing the ball, and he can pass both ways and get inside and outside runners as well, which is going to be very hard for Kahurangi to sort of read, but that's kind of where he has to step up in. Kahurangi is only year 12, and so he'll be back next year, and one of the players that I think everyone should look out for next year as well. Kahurangi is a physical player as well, pretty big guy, still growing, and he's going to be one of the main guys next year for Mags. And so I think this is going to be a good viewing for everybody to see what he's like now, and to see what he can do now, and sort of what you think his progression is going to be like for next year. I think Kahurangi is going to do well against Logan from an attacking point of view, especially with the threat outside of Caleb. I think that's going to draw Logan a bit. And so that's where Kahurangi has to take that advantage and say, well, if I got a superstar outside me and also a very good facilitator inside me and Paulie Roach, he's got to take those advantages and then try and make it work for him. Keep to your game plan at the same time, but also recognize the fact that you do have a superstar outside you, and he's going to be the main draw for everyone. So as long as you can feed off his reputation and say, well, if you're going to push up on him, then I'm going to take my advantage and make the play myself, which is going to be great for him. Still with inside of the plan of the Mags system. Logan is going to be that guy who is going to not be led around, but also take the lead at the same time, because he does have Mitch as his first five, who's very good, and so like they're going to work together pretty well, and I think Mitch will line up in really good lines and also really good opportunities at the same time to make a difference and to bend the line and get Mags to sort of go on the back foot by using angles and things like that. So I see that's where I kind of see this matchup going. If I was to pick anyone out of the two, I would go with Logan this year, and maybe next year I would probably go with Kahurangi. But this year, for now, Logan would be the guy that I would go with on this. And so see how this works out, and see how if Kahurangi actually gets a start. Like I said before, this is just what I think, and the match that I think would be better for Mags, and sort of their lineup and things like that. But have a watch, see what you think, and hit me back with your thoughts as well. Okay, sweet.